Pop-Tarts. I'm eating Pop-Tarts. Hey! Welcome back.
Hello.
Oops, not tarts. Tarts. Welcome back. What time is it where you are right now?
It's about 4 p.m.
4 p.m. That's a perfect time for English. What did you do today?
Nothing much. I just stay at home.
Stay at home?
Spending my time online.
Ah, yeah. Well, as long you're learning English, that's a useful thing. What else do you like to do?
What? Sorry?
What else do you like to do online?
Basically, I just like to get some news. I keep myself updated with the news, then watching movies, videos.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do online.
Yeah.
And what do you do normally? Do you work or do you go to school?
No, I'm still studying.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you study?
I'm a trainee aircraft maintenance engineer.
Ah, very interesting.
So are you a former teacher? I mean, are you a lecturer or something?
I'm a teacher on Verbling, and I used to teach in Brazil as well as an English teacher. But right now, since I'm in the U.S., there are plenty of English teachers here. But while I'm in the U.S., I actually am a massage therapist. So I give massages to people and stuff. I like it. I think it's a really fun job, and I get to meet new people all the time, so I really enjoy it.
Hi again. How are you today?
Hi! Welcome back, guys. We have a lot of people from the last class. Okay. Sound of thunder? I don't think that's thunder.
It's raining heavily here.
Yeah. Wait.
It's raining heavily.
Really? So it's thunder? Wow. Good day to stay inside. Okay, let's do introductions. I'll do me really quick. My name is Michaela. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I don't know. What do you guys want to know about me? Let me think. I got to think of a new fact for every class now.
Want to know something? One thing that put your camera far away from your face, just because you are sticking on the camera, your laptop camera. Yes.
Is this better?
Yes. Good. Sit down, please.
I can't actually. I don't like to sit down during class because then if I sit down, like I usually teach many hours in a row. So if I sit down for 8 hours, I get really sore and kind of like stiff and stuff. So I prefer to stand up during class.
Maybe you will prevent hypertension or hypotension, orthostatic hypotension. Yes.
Hopefully so. All right. Oh yeah, okay. So yes, I'm Michaela and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Let's do some introductions for the class. Starting with all the way on the left. Starting with Abdullah. How do you
Yeah,
say it?
that's right. Um, Abdullah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Hi,
Abdullah.
yeah, my name is Abdullah. I'm from Germany, and
Hello.
I'm sorry. Oh, I think that what should I say? Well, I was studying, but I had to drop out my studying due to financial problems, and I'm on the dole at the moment. Yeah,
All right. Well, we're
yeah.
glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
Okay, and actually answer, how long have you been studying English?
I have been studying English for several years, maybe 5 or 6 years. But you cannot do any, you cannot make any progress if you don't live in an English-speaking country or if you don't have anyone to speak in your spare time. So I try to improve my English by reading or by listening or by verbling. Actually, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank
No,
you.
that's
Yeah.
really good, and I think your English is great, so congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, let's have Ahmed. Reintroduce yourself to the class and tell us what your favorite season is. Spring, summer, fall, winter?
Yes, my name is Ahmed. My favorite is spring.
Spring. Okay,
My
that's a good
favorite.
one. Everything
Yes.
is beautiful, the weather is
Yes.
great. Definitely a
Water,
good season.
flower, everything.
All right. Uh, Mamdo?
ممدوح.
Mamdo. Okay. Will you tell us about yourself, where you're from, and your favorite food?
I'm Mamdouh Said from Egypt, and my favorite food is potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yes.
And how do you like potatoes cooked?
I didn't have the expression to express, but putting it in the oven and cook it.
Okay, so you like baking potatoes, like baked potatoes.
Okay.
So the verb is to bake. I'm going to put it in the chat box for you. There you go.
Okay.
To bake. Okay. Let's see who's next. Mohammed, will you reintroduce yourself to the class and tell us your favorite color?
Okay, I'm Mohammed. I'm from Egypt. My favorite color is red.
All right, that's a good one. I like red too. Okay. Motaz, will you tell us about yourself, where you're from, and do you have a lucky number?
Yes, I have. Hey, I'm Mutaz. I'm from Syria, and 7 is my lucky number.
All right, that's a good one. Why is 7 your lucky number?
My favorite football player had this number.
Ah, okay. All right, that makes sense. Nukmal, tell us about yourself, where you're from, and your favorite animal.
And hi, I'm from Turkey, and my favorite animal is. Oh, sorry.
Who wants
Okay,
to
just
go?
Go on. It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it. Tugba, tell us about yourself. We'll go back.
Sorry about that.
No, that's totally fine. Continue.
Yeah, I confused that. And I'm from Turkey, and my favorite animals is cats.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Cats are great. I love cats.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Nakmal, back to you. But now I have to come up with a new question for you. Your new question is, what your favorite sport is.
Oh, my favorite sport is basketball. I like
Really?
to play with friends. Yeah,
Do you like to play? Do you like to watch it too?
yeah, I play and watch it. I do both of them.
Awesome. Okay. And last but not least, we have Yada. Will you tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your favorite kind of music is?
Yes, my name is Yada. I'm from Mexico. And my favorite kind of music is folk music, I think.
Awesome. From any particular country, or like from Mexico, or from the US, or from England? From where? Or all kinds?
From American music.
All right, so American pop music?
Or, yeah, in Spanish music too. Pop
Which kind of
music
Spanish?
in
Pop.
Spanish.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so today I thought it would be fun if we did a little bit of American slang. And I don't mean slang like they're all grammatically correct terms, or most of them are grammatically correct terms, but they're kind of ways of saying things that aren't necessarily, you don't usually find them in a book. They're commonly used in speech, but they're not really formally written down. So I thought that'd be interesting for you guys. It definitely would help your speaking and listening ability so that you can understand more of what people say. I would also like to hear what kind of slang you guys already know, especially with people being on the internet more these days. I feel like you guys probably already know a really good amount of American slang because it's out there all of the time. There's a lot of internet words.
Yeah, in movies. Yeah.
Yeah, in movies too. There's a lot of media that uses slang. So I'm going to ask each person to tell me some of the words they know in American slang. If you know anything. If you don't know anything, then that's totally fine. Let's start with Abdullah. Will you tell us? Do you know any American slang, or I should say English slang? You could give me some slang from another country that speaks English as well. I just won't be familiar with it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with British and American slangs.
Okay, yeah, I can tell you have a slight British accent.
Well, I had lots of British teachers. That's the reason. You know, here in Germany, they always try us to teach British English instead of American English, and we have lots of teachers from the United Kingdom instead of USA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why they try to do that to us. I don't.
Well, it makes sense if you're much
know,
closer
really.
to England. Yeah.
You know, they try to speak like the Queen's English. Yeah.
All right. So
That's it.
what kind of words do you know in slang, like English slang? What kind of words do you know?
Oh, there's a ton of slangs. The first thing would be it's a common one, a pain in the butt. It's an American.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or pain
definitely.
in the
That's a
neck.
super
It
common
would be
one.
British. Yeah. It's
And what
really
does that
common. Yeah.
mean? Can you tell us what that means?
It means you describe a person as a pain in the butt if he or she is really annoying. Yeah.
All right,
It's a very
definitely someone
annoying
who's
person.
difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ahmed, do you know any slang or any like phrases that you think aren't necessarily
Yeah.
they're used more in spoken English than in written English?
Yes, of course. Maybe I don't know really how to say that, but I can understand slang like any other language, like my native language. But one of them maybe made me banana go crazy and drool and maybe also in American concerning in American and French language. Yes, but they are talking. One of
Yeah,
them, yes.
it can be difficult. In English, there's a lot of slang in the form of phrasal verbs, which I think can be really difficult for English learners because phrasal verbs are just crazy. You can have one verb and it means so many different things, and you can pair it with different prepositions. So I think it can be difficult
Yeah.
to understand it sometimes, but definitely in any language it'll be difficult to understand slang. But I think phrasal verbs are probably one of the most difficult things. What do you guys think? Are phrasal verbs one of the most difficult things you have to deal with in English?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, can you give some examples?
Yes, yeah, this, yeah.
All right. How about Armando? Hi, Armando. Where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Mexico too,
Awesome.
but I am living in Guadalajara.
Oh, very cool. And how long have you been learning English?
In Berlin.
How long have you been learning English?
No.
Okay. The connection is delayed with me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For that
Okay.
reason, maybe you will hear me a little delayed. But I have been learning my English more or less 1.5 years ago.
Oh, great.
And I have been learning for myself.
Awesome. And do you know any English slang? Do you know any slang in English?
Really, I cannot understand a lot of difference between the slang now.
Really? So is there any specific example of a type of slang that you know that you could tell us? Like a word or a phrase? No? No? That's okay if you
I
can't.
prefer now.
Okay, we'll go on and I'm sure you'll think of something as we go. Okay, let's see. How about
Okay.
Mamdo? Will you tell us if you know any slang or what it is?
Yes, I know some slangs. The first is I am broke. I am broke.
That's a great one. Yeah, I'm broke.
Which mean I don't
Broke
have
my
any
heart.
money.
Yeah, I don't have money. That's a very useful one, right? We can all go traveling abroad and say, I'm broke.
Yes,
People will
and
totally understand.
the second is 24/7, which means that if I say that the pharmacy is open 24/7, it means that it works all the time. It's open all the time.
Yes, that's another really useful one. I think things that are open 24/7 are so great. And definitely in the US, it's pretty common for things like pharmacies or grocery stores to be open 24/7. And I love that because sometimes, you know, it's 3 in the morning and you need to go get a snack and the grocery store is open. That's really nice.
And some if I say I will meet you at 7 sharp, it means that I will meet you at definitely at 7. Somebody is having al-azan.
Yeah. They're calling for prayers. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some expressions are like get the ball rolling, which mean if I suggest a thing, another man will tell me, okay, just ball the ball rolling. It means that you must begin to achieve, to make it or to do it.
Yeah.
another expression, the last expression for the time, the time when say I know مثلا for example I know I know Ahmed as the back of my hand. That means that I know Ahmed very well.
Yeah, definitely. You have a lot of examples. Those are great.
Thank you.
Okay, how about Mohammed? Do you know any slang that you can share with us?
Yes, I will give you two slang statements which have reverse meanings, opposite meanings.
Okay.
First, to beat around the bush. To beat around the bush.
Yeah. And what does
yeah.
that mean?
That means is not going direct to the point.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good one, a useful one. And you said you had one more?
Yes, the opposite is to hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm. And what does that mean?
That's to just to say exactly what you mean, what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Say the exact formation, the exact expression.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, how about Mutaz? Do you have any English expressions or slang for us?
Yeah, I have a lot. I can take all day.
Give us 2 or 3.
Sure, yeah. I'll share like the most common is like lame, cool.
Yeah.
It's very common.
Yeah, definitely. All right. How about Nukmal? Can you give us any? Oh wait.
I think
you
you
think
have
of
to unmute. Yeah,
Is he muted?
yeah.
Can you
You-
wait? Sorry, Nukmal. Can you start again?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. I know a few idioms in American, like to be crazy about. Means
Yeah.
like very much cup of tea. Type of
That's a
person.
very common one.
Yeah. And then like down in the dumps to feel sad or to be depressed.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's all.
All right, cool. Thank you. Okay, Tugba, can you think of any examples of English expressions or slang that you know?
Yeah, and 2 years ago when I was learning English, I learned lots of slang, but now I didn't remember anything.
That's okay. Maybe this will be a good review class for you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay. Yada, what do you think? Do you have any examples of English expressions or slang for us?
I'm not sure. Maybe peace out or something like that. I think.
What did you say?
I'm not sure. I think peace out is.
Peace out. Yeah. Definitely. So do you know what that means? Do you know what peace out means?
Somebody say bye. Somebody say bye.
Yeah, it is a way to say goodbye. Peace out. That's a really funny one too. That's it's real slang. Like some of these are just expressions, but they're grammatically correct. But peace out is like it's definitely very, very informal, and you would only say it with people you're very close to and stuff. So that was a really good bit of slang there. Thank you. Okay, does everyone have the list that I sent? On the when you enter class, there's usually like a little part at the bottom that says course materials, and I almost always have a little link there for something to look at during class. Let's see. Okay, cool. So Motaz says New York slang is the craziest in the U.S. Is that what you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, sure.
Definitely there's some weird slang there, yeah. Okay, so if you didn't open the link as you came in, I'm going to give it to you in the chat box. Tugba, I think you have 2 Verbling tabs open because I'm getting a little bit of feedback from your microphone. Do you have 2 Verbling tabs open?
No.
Huh. Well, does everyone hear the echo or is it just me?
No,
Yes, there is an echo.
There's an echo.
No, there's not echo my computer.
All right. Well,
Just,
I'm hearing a little bit of an echo, but oh well.
Just check if you closed all your Werbling windows.
My windows are closed. I thought maybe it was a student, but who knows? Sometimes it's just funny. Okay,
Yeah.
so the first thing that I put on this were some really simple things like ways to say goodbye. We'll have to add peace out. I didn't put that one on there. I didn't think of that one as I was making this. But some of the kind of slang ways to say goodbye are see you later, later, or on the phone you could say talk to you later, or anywhere you can say talk to you later. Can you guys think of any other ways to say goodbye that isn't necessarily a formal way?
I have a crazy one.
Huh?
So long.
What was it?
So long.
So long? Yeah, you could say so
Yeah.
long. I know that's kind of a funny one. It doesn't make much sense when you really think about it, but you can say so long like that. Cheerio.
It's British. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super, super British.
Yeah.
It's a very good bit of slang, but definitely it would be strange for me to hear it. See you later, alligator. That's a cute one. I like that one. Okay. Then I have some slang ways to say yes. And this one I think is actually very funny because I very rarely say yes. Hold on. There's a bunch of feedback here. I very rarely use the word yes. Yes is like very formal sounding. So if anyone asks me a question or I have to say it, I'll almost always say yup or yeah or sure or you bet, but I almost never say just formal yes. So I thought this would be a good thing to include. Have you guys ever heard people say yup or something like that? You guys have already heard it, right?
Yeah. Yup. I think yup is really common.
Yeah, definitely it is. Yeah. Okay, and then of course there's yup and there's nope as well. And no way, not a chance, and not in this lifetime, which is a very emphatic way to say no. Can anyone think of other examples of ways to say yes or no? Or is that it? Did I get them all?
I think you get them all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's blow this popsicle stand. That's a way to say let's leave. It's kind of a funny slang. So you could say pop stand or popsicle stand. Both are correct.
Okay.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm heading out now.
Yeah. And
other stuff. I'm going to have you guys start reading these after I get one or two farther down. That way we can participate a little better. Instead of using very, there are a lot of things to use. You could say so. It's very common to say I'm so hungry or that's so terrible. And then real, you can use, but you should note that it is grammatically incorrect to say real. So there are many people who say, you know, I'm real hungry, but technically it's grammatically incorrect, but it's used quite often. And then really, I'm really hungry. That's a good one, and it's grammatically correct as well. And totally is another pretty common one too. It's more common on the West Coast, like in California. You won't really hear people say totally in New York as much, but that's a good one as well. You guys and y'all. Have you ever heard y'all before? Has anyone ever heard that before?
Yeah, y'all.
Do you know where that comes from? Like what region of the US?
No, maybe the Afro-American.
It's a southern way of saying things. So I don't say y'all, I say you guys. And most of the country will say you guys, but in the South, in most of the southern states, people will say y'all. What it really is like a contraction for you all, like all of you people. So instead of saying you guys, they say you all, but it gets shortened down, and in the accent, it just ends up sounding like y'all. So I thought that was a funny one to include.
Yeah.
Okay, so now below this, I have just a bunch of like different ones and definitions. I'm going to have each of you read one, and then we're going to talk a little bit about them. So let's start with Abdullah. Will you read the first one?
You mean the blue or the green ones?
The blue, the very first blue one. Sorry about the color difference. I tried to change it and I don't know what happened.
Okay.
It didn't work.
Actually, you said you guys. I will go with the next one. Bummed means disappointed, dejected. Example: he was really bummed about having lost the game.
Have you heard that one before?
Actually, not. No.
All right, that's a really good one. I'm glad because that's a really good one. It's very, very common, especially in younger generations. You won't hear people like middle-aged people, you won't hear them say it as much, but I use it all of the time. I use it a lot.
Okay.
So that's a good one. Does anyone want to try using it in a sentence? Anyone creative? No? No one creative in this class? Aw.
We're all bummers.
All right. Well, we'll come back to it. We'll make some sentences in a second. We'll finish reading them first, maybe. Let's have Isam. Will you read the next one?
Yeah. Bust, to nail, to catch. Example: he got busted for driving drunk.
Has anyone ever heard this one before?
No.
Awesome. I love that I'm teaching you guys new things. I was a little bit worried you guys would already know all the examples. So I'm glad you guys don't. So that's another pretty good one. It's generally used like if you're caught doing something you're not supposed to be doing, then you're busted.
But don't you use bust, for example, for something that it was really awesome or excited? For example, the last party was a bust or something like that?
You could say the last party was a bust, but that actually has a very different meaning. If you say that party was a bust, you're saying it was a disappointment. Like it wasn't very good. It wasn't as good as you thought. So it's also a slang use for it, but it's a little bit different than the one we're looking at. And it shows how complicated it can be because it's the same exact word, but in the two senses it means something entirely different.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Mamdou, will you read the next one? The one in green?
There is nothing appeared in front of me. I just saw you.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing is appeared in front of me. I watch you. There is nothing is in front of me. This is your camera. I didn't see any text.
But do you have the link open? I sent a link on the chat box. Did you get that?
No. I don't. This is my first time in Verblank. I didn't know what is your box. If you can send it or chat.
So, are you able to see the Verbling chat box on the right? Are you able to see that?
I see that, but I see people joined, people left. Nothing more than that.
Oh, so I think what you're looking at is probably the Google chat box.
He's on the Google chat, yeah. I posted it on Google chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Yes, I get the link. I get the link.
Yeah, just
Okay,
check it out. Okay.
you can skip me and I will read after the next person.
Okay, that's fine. Mohammed, will you read the next one then, the one in green?
Check out. Check out to see. Check out to see. Let's check out that new movie to take a look at. Check out this cool website. Check out that girl.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Has anyone ever heard that one?
Yeah. Let's check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a pretty common one.
Yeah.
Okay, Motaz, will you read the next?
Yeah, sure. Chick, young woman, girl, etc. This term is considered
Derogatory.
derogatory, offensive by some. So if you're not sure, don't use it.
Okay, so what's derogatory? Does anyone know what derogatory is?
It's offensive. It means offensive. It's harmful, maybe.
Yeah, derogatory usually means that it's offensive or not always appropriate. So this word, although chick usually is, it's not the worst word you could use. It's not a curse word or anything like that. It's just sometimes it can be considered a little bit offensive because it seems almost childish, maybe. It seems a little bit condescending. So it shouldn't, you can use it, but be a little bit careful. You don't want to call like your mother a chick or something like that, or your teacher, but using it with friends is totally fine. So I would just say that as long as you don't use it in very formal situations, then you should be totally fine. It's not a terrible word, but it's not for every occasion. Okay, thank you, and let's have Nukmal read the next one.
Cheesy, techy, the cheesy pickup line, the cheesy song, etc.
Has anyone ever heard this one before?
Yeah, cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah, this one I use very frequently as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have Tugba. Will you read the next word?
Yeah, I'm reading. And chill out. To relax, chill out. Why are you getting so worked up over this?
Awesome. Has anyone ever heard this one before?
Yeah. It's also common in Germany. Chill. We say chill.
Really?
Yeah, in Germany. Yeah, chill. Yeah.
But is it a German word or is it an English word that's been adopted?
It was adopted from the American slang.
Ah, that's very funny. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have Vikram. Hey Vikram, will you read the next word? It's in black.
Which one?
The one that's in black. It's very short.
Bills.
It's right underneath chill out. Right below that. Do you see it?
No, I didn't get it.
Do you have the page open or do you need the page?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Chill out. After chilled out, no?
Yes, right after chill out.
Cop.
There should be one before that.
Uh,
It's in black. I'm sorry about the coloring. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I don't know why it got messed up.
cool. Sweet.
Yeah. Cool or sweet, and it usually means awesome. So cool is a very common one. I think you guys probably have all heard that one. But sweet is another way to say that too. So if something is awesome, you might also say like, oh, sweet. That's great. Thank you for reading that for us, Vikram. And Yada, will you read the next one?
Sure. Cop, police officer. My brother is a cop.
All right. So it's a word for police officer. And there's also on the next page I have more words for cops, but we won't talk about those right now. I just put them there for your own use. Okay, we're gonna do the next two, and then we're gonna make some sentences with them. So let's have Abdullah, will you read the next one? Okay. Let's have Isam, will you read the next one for us?
Oui, dead. It means empty, quiet, or quiet. Instead of bars, clubs, restaurants, etc. Example: It's really dead in here tonight. It's empty in here tonight. There are very few people here tonight.
Awesome, thank you. And Mamdou, will you read the next one?
Dead, extremely, totally, very. Example: I am dead tired. I am extremely tired. You are dead wrong. You are totally wrong.
Okay, so that one, it's the same word, but it has kind of two different meanings. So I put it in there twice. Now, since we've gone through some of these, I would like to make some sentences. I'm going to ask everyone to make a sentence using at least one of the slang terms on this list. But try and get creative. If you can fit 2 or 3 in, that would be even better. So let's start with Mohammed. Do you think you can make a sentence really quick using one or more of these slang terms?
Okay, let me collect something.
What?
Yes, I'm just thinking about.
Okay.
Okay.
How about we do this? Maybe this will be easier. I would like everyone to make one sentence using as many of the slang terms as possible, and then write it in the chat box. That way we can kind of go over all of them together. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes, and we'll talk about them in the chat box. Ah, bug. Okay. I picked up a chick last night. That's a good one. So I picked up a chick, like I found a girl to, I don't know, go out with.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to find an appropriate way to say that.
I see. Yeah, it's not so easy to translate slang. It's not so easy. I know.
Okay, chill out. You will pass that exam. Awesome, yeah, so don't be nervous. Chill out. Michaela is a sweet teacher. Aw, thank you, Vikram. It's not my cup of tea. Oh, well, that one was from below. So, Adrianil, you're cheating.
It means that that something is not that he can't say anything about a subject, that he doesn't know about something. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Motaz says, I was checking out this chick, but her dad saw, so I was totally busted. Oh my god, you fit 3 in! That's awesome! That's a really good sentence. Alright, so we have chick, totally, and busted. Way to go. Yada, my friend is a cool girl. Perfect usage. Okay, so do you guys have...
the chat.
What?
Let me do the Google chat or...
The verb
Oh,
level.
yeah. No, sorry, I'll look at the Google chat too. Sometimes I forget to do that, so just remind me if I do. I just have to wait for my stupid thing to load it. Okay. The party was dead. I was busted by cops. All right. Yeah, that's a bad situation to be in. That's a pretty good one though. You fit in 3 too. Way to go, guys. Cool cops attract chicks. Yeah. If there is a thief in your home and you are dead scared, chill out and call a cop. Great. Oh my gosh, you guys are doing so well. Okay, so we'll read a few more maybe. Do you guys have some phrases like this in your language as well? Like something like a cup of tea. Do you guys have that in your language too? Are there equivalents or are they different phrases?
They are different phrases. I mean, yeah, really different.
I see. Okay, so there's no real. That kind of thing is difficult to translate. Slang especially difficult to translate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. Looks like we have a few more sentences. Cop. Well, you could say a cop. A cop is after Michaela because she has done some crime in Illinois. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Now we got it.
How did you? Yeah. How did you know, Janelle? How did you know? Are you dead serious? Perfect. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's do a few more. Underneath the ones that we already read, I have a couple that have a bunch. There are 2 words that I think probably have like the most slang in English, and that is money and police officers. So the first one is money, and these are all terms for money. I'll read them for you guys. Bills, bread, bucks, cheddar, dough, G's, lettuce, loot, moolah, skrilla, stacks. And those are all different terms for money. Have you guys heard any of these before?
Yeah.
What have you heard before?
Bucks and dough.
Bills, bucks.
And dough.
Yeah, and bills.
All right. Yeah, I think these ones are really fun. So I think these are funny ones to pull out, and pretty much everyone understands these. So I don't think there's no communication. It's just fun to use a different word sometimes. And then we have words for police officers. We already went over cops, but there's so many slang terms for police officers. So there's cops, 5-0, bacon, bulls, pigs, coppers, feds, force, G-men, the heat, heavies, po-po, swine, and uniforms. And those are just some of them. There's definitely more, but those are the most common ones. Have you guys heard any of those before?
Fats.
It sounds like offensive.
Yeah, I don't think most of them, well, some of them are offensive. The ones that are the most offensive, I think, are po-po, bacon, bulls, pigs, swine. Those are the most offensive ones. But a lot of them are pretty innocuous, like 5-0 or force or feds. Those are slang terms, but they're not really bad terms. But some of them, like, you probably don't want to call a cop bacon to his face. That's probably a bad idea. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You might be in trouble. That would not be a good idea. It's best to be very polite when dealing with police officers. Okay. So let's read a few more, and then maybe we'll make one more round of sentences. And then that's it. We only have 7 minutes left. Okay, so who is the last person to read? I don't remember anymore. Got distracted.
I was the last.
Yada.
Yada was the last? Who was the last? Okay. So then we'll start from the beginning again. Abdullah, will you read the one right under the swine and uniforms?
Yeah. ease off to start doing something less intensely. For example, don't criticize him so much. Ease off a little bit.
Perfect. Thank you. Isam, will you read the next one?
Yeah. Every so often, once in a while. Example, every so often I like to go for a long walk.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mamdo, will you read the next?
Fishy, suspicious. Example, there is something fishy about the way he is behaving. Fix this is the next expression.
It's what? Ironic?
The last word is behaving. Fix is another expression, or it is included in this sentence.
Yeah, 1-6. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. There's two. That one got a little bit messed up, but thank you for reading. Mohammed, will you read the next one?
Freak out. To get very upset. To the point of starting to scream. When he found out she had been cheating on him, he freaked out.
Motaz, will you read the next?
Yeah, geek. A slightly strange person who is obsessed with things such as music, electronics, video, games, etc.
Thank you very much. Nukmal, will you read the next one?
Get to understand. Example, I don't get it. I don't get him.
Thank you very much. Chugba, will you read the next?
Yeah, and get a kick out of something and to enjoy something. Why does he get such a kick out of watching her suffer?
Thank you. Vikram, will you read another?
Yeah. Have cold feet. To decide not to do something because one is scared. Example, they were going to elope in Vegas, but but his fiance got cold feet.
Thanks. And Yada, will you read one more?
Hanging there. This basically means don't give up.
Perfect. Okay. So, everyone, before we end class, write me one more sentence in the chat box using as many words as possible. You can do it in the Gmail chat box or in the Verbling chat box. Just give me one more sentence using as many of the words we used today as possible. Don't give up practicing English. Yeah, never. When I always have to do a presentation, I get cold feet. Me too. I am exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Any others? These cops over there look fishy. So some suspicious cops.
Yay.
Speaking English will be a piece of cake. I agree. All right, guys. These are all awesome. And thank you guys so much for participating. There's still a lot of words on that page that we didn't get to, but hopefully you'll be able to understand them by yourself if you want after class or whatever. I'm going to do another class, so I'm going to leave you guys now, but I'm going to start another class in just 1 minute. So maybe I'll see you guys in the next class. Thank you guys so much for participating. Oh, I've got a couple more sentences. Every so often, I would like to hassle my cousin till he gets freaked out. That's a great usage of hassle and freaked out, even though we didn't even go over hassle. So well done. And yeah, okay. All right, thanks, guys. Hope you had fun.
Okay.
Hope you learned a little bit. See you next
Bye,
class.
bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.